Hey everyone, it's Rose Crystal, and I'm back in our Danganronpa 2 Goodbye Despair episode. Last time we were in the middle of Nagito's class trial, and we're gonna try to figure out what happens, what did we overlook before voting time. So without any further ado, let's begin.
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death, and it's something that even he couldn't have messed with.
You're gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished.
Something related to Nagito's piece of evidence that he couldn't mess with. That's the Monokuma file, right?
I see!
Because you can't mess with that once you're dead.
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
Yeah, there always is. The victim is Nagito Kanemura. The body discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma Plushie factory. The estimated time of death being noon sharp. Not unless there's a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thigh. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. The suspicious part of the Monokuma file that Chiaki is worried about is... What is it? What's in the Monokuma file? Can't we just outright say it and not have to play a minigame for it? Okay. Where is another D? Done.
I got it!
There's no accurate cause of death, which is what I said at the beginning. I can't believe I was right.
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
Not only there's spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not? The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma, I plead the fifth!
That's not gonna work here.
Here he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say!
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Mikan's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Oh, that's very true.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place!
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide.
What else could it be then?
Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Huh?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily?
Oh, that's very true.
I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
You make things as complicated as you can.
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
That's not it.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote?
With this evidence, I don't think it's not over.
I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied. Even if it's just to be safe.
You are right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying, but if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma! You heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait!
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be alright. That's what I believe.
Oh, splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
All your hopes are united, no despair can shake you, huh? And I think about Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. Then this situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. No, never mind. Probably overthinking. Alright, we have reached the halfway point.
No!
Man, my heart is racing like crazy now that the voting time is gonna start, but if you think about it rationally, there's no way it's gonna happen in this bit yet. Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Monami? Hey, how much longer are you playing this salt? Let's get along like we always do. Alright, you passed. Adventures measure for how long you can sit in silence and you're all alone somehow. So Monami are the best of best friends. Don't say such stupid things. I hate it so much right now. No, why did you hate it that much? Said Becky slapped me like that. I'm first of all, I'm a teensy tiny 1 millimeter bit. How sad. Stressing your friend is more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know. You're not even friends in the first place. Then as your older brother, let me say this. You're not even my brother. It's sad to live a life without friendship. It's instead of watching a high school rom-com full of guys. You was thinking your answer. I fell for it until he's the man bait. Great. Goodness gracious, Monami. So, save once again.
I'm Monami. By now, there's nothing more for me to say. Anyway, my chest is full of pride right now. Everyone is united against despair. They're totally awesome. That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation.
Go for it.
That's basically it.
So if we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Other possibilities.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
Yeah, it's gotta take a lot more.
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Are we finished already?
I feel like it's possible that we overlooked something.
Overlooked, huh?
Then let's bring up whatever we can think of, one after the other. That might clear some things up.
Exactly! We should cooperate at a time like this.
Fatal wound that wasn't the spear. I don't even know if it actually exists, but if it does, it's not what it is no matter what.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right?
Nope.
It's not the other wounds, right?
Those are gruesome but not fatal.
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
No way.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
Perhaps.
If it's something that can't be seen,
Oh.
Maybe he choked himself with a sleeper hold. Or liquefied his guts with a body blow.
Just thinking about it, that's already a horrible death.
It is. The real cause next is something that I overlooked.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his... It's not the other wound. With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
There's no way he burned to death.
Was the cause of death something that can...
Poison.
I agree with that. That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility. If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Poison? It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
I remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing. I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
I mean, if it's there, it's gonna relate to it.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
Well, he is a Yakuza.
What does that mean?
Thus, even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood,
It acted as a camouflage.
there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Did he wound his
There we
body
go.
just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
If it was a slow-acting poison, it is possible he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
Good lord, stop breaking that up.
You're totally overvaluing that tail.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be impossible. Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities yet.
Are there any left?
Hell no. No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that spear.
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, it might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
The way to poison that on his body and to bring the warning label? I shouldn't try to remember it. Back to my keyboard. What state was the poison in when affecting Nagito? Well, we can't be in a liquid because his hands are full, so I'm thinking gas is the only way. Shit. Something I looked up just in time because I was looking at my arrow keys. Oh shoot, yeah. It's okay for not paying attention. Alright, that was way too clutch. Can't do that. Alright, let's just go. Shoot! Yeah, I came off too early. I'm not gonna just speed run through it. But at the same time, I don't want to run out of time again. Well, I'm gonna just slowly swerve through here. I have time. There we go. Slow and steady, right? How did the poison enter Nagito's body? Through his nose, right? It's gas, right? He couldn't do it through his mouth because of duct tape. Done and done.
It's all coming together! What if instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
That's a possibility.
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its vitality is low, liquid is very dangerous and vaporized.
dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose!
Exactly.
Breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
True. There's a mystery too. The sprinklers, cause hydroxide.
I see!
It breaks down, doesn't it?
The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
And the sprinklers weren't above Nagito, so it was able to stay in the area where it was contained.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
The gaseous state is heavier than air, breaks in minutes, and is susceptible to hydrolysis, which is water. It's possible to poison someone to death without any complications. And yes, I took chemistry classes. How I know.
Of course! Hydrolysis! The chemical bonds that form the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinklers!
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
And Nagito was laying down.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
If it meets the requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning. The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
What?
Huh?
Hey, dude, we're about to be all epic, so don't interrupt us, man.
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
Well, with this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. All right. All the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting time, right?
Well, but...
There's still something.
What? There's still more?
I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. And Nagito's motive is still unclear. Did he commit suicide just to kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Was that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Nagito's motive. Nagito's malice. It's really okay. Can we really finish this here? No, that can't be.
There might have been an accomplice.
Chiaki! What did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
To hide the fact that he poisoned himself?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
If Nagito really got poisoned in the warehouse, nothing that would have left behind is the container.
I see! Are you talking about the container the poison was kept in?
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
He can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
Because it's liquid.
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight.
The container probably melted in the fire.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate. Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
They were helping him.
That is impossible! I mean, an accomplice? It is just too...
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right! You're totally right! That's totally it!
Right? Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
Well, sadly, that's always what happens in a class trial. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired. Tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. That's why I just want to rule this as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, nobody here has to get hurt. But...
That's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else.
That's true.
But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh?
Well, I'm not even sure anymore.
The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Says you.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is?
Well, we have to if you want to be satisfied.
Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things we're better off not knowing, and we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with the fire grenade fragments.
Dude! That's... Akane! What is this feeling just now? Even though it was brief, it was like a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. Maybe what Akane said now turned to be a new clue. From there, I might be able to reach the answer. The way Nagito got the poison means the container was... Dude, that's a very good possibility and a strong one for that. Where did he bring the poison in? I have a feeling I know what it is. I'm gonna just get these all out of the way. So I find the letters I Shoot. So I do that one. Yeah, I was just on a roll right there. There we go.
I got it!
Fire grenades. One of them had poison in it.
I see! I got it!
Huh?
The fire grenades! Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
He used one of the fire grenade canisters?
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone.
We threw all the grenades, didn't we?
Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse, it can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
That bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which is why he set the fire so he'd use them.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
And we have one.
You just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That is true, but there was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Yup.
Hajime. Could it be?
If so, then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible! Miss Sonia just said so right now!
And she could be wrong.
Sonia's words are proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade.
Never mind.
Huh?
So, poison. So, that means piece of blue paper. That's aluminum.
I can prove it with this. Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his...
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
No, that is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. We also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Did he used those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
It's a dangerous poison after all. He took extreme caution when swapping it.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in and died, right? So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide! Enough already!
You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
Are we sure it's that simple?
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my misunderstanding.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more horrifying.
What did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
And what do you mean by that?
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison, so when was it deployed in the warehouse? When did Nagito breathe in the poison?
No!
When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
I came to the same conclusion as she did!
The horrifying truth?
It probably happened at the same time.
Fires are brought and they're breathing the poison at the same, could that same moment be when we all threw the grenades?
I see!
Because again, one of them was filled with poison.
Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Yeah, I think so.
One of us didn't know they were full of poison.
When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse.
Or, what I mean to say is, like, all of us didn't know one of them was full of poison.
The poison was deployed, and it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us?
What the heck?
So it is a murder.
One of us threw the poison grenade that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec. Then Nagito was...
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
No!
You said so yourself! You said Nagito committed suicide!
Till we figured it out.
Then who killed Nagito?
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Chiaki?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Who's the poison fire grenade was? Nagito.
I see!
I mean, we just said that.
It was Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poison grenade?
That was Nagito. Again.
I see!
Your point?
That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
The next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
To get one of us to throw the poison.
I see!
That's the only thing I could think of.
Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
And one of us would kill him.
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
It was a trap.
A trap?
Preparing the poison. Creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito.
And the insane death that he had would hide it.
It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Huh? Could it be... Was that Nagito's trap?
We grabbed all the fire grenades and he put poison in one of them. So when we threw them, nobody would know it was full of poison except him.
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do. And for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades.
Exactly.
Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
What? What the hell?
That is Nagito.
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
To do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him. The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point.
That's very true. Because it would burn right up. And that's where he was, behind the curtain.
All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison, and then...
Spear.
Hold on! If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
Are you fucking serious?
That was his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body. It was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened.
That's very true, and it's what I said at the very beginning.
His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve. He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces! For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
We don't know who the killer is.
That's not the fucking issue here.
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
It's impossible.
Impossible?
Nagito wanted to create a scenario where we couldn't make a decision. That's why we're at an impasse.
However, Monokuma also does not know who the killer is, right?
That's right. There's no way he'd be able to figure that out with just his surveillance cameras. If Monokuma doesn't know, his trial doesn't count. Isn't that right?
You know, I don't actually need stuff like cheap-ass surveillance cameras or whatever. I know perfectly well what's happening on this island at all times.
And how do you know that?
I know you used the bathroom 3 times yesterday, Sonia.
Oh god, I should not have asked
and
that
one
question.
of those visits seemed to take a while.
Please stop! I will never become queen!
How can you?
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
Stop it.
how can you have such an awful power?
So, of course this trial still counts. Do your very best to guess who the killer is.
Yes, he says. How the hell are we supposed to do that?
Is giving up all we can do?
No.
No, it's too early to give up.
Is there any way to figure out who the killer is?
Even though it's just a hunch, it's possible that it's probably... There's one way, I think.
Really?
Chiaki?
Hey, is it alright if we look at Nagito's crime one more time from the beginning? I want to make sure my hunch is correct.
And what's that hunch of yours?
Hajime, please.
That's right, it doesn't mean the trial's over yet. Even though I don't know who killed Nagito, I should still kind of trap that. And I have to do it. Even if it leads to despair.
I got it. Let's do this then.
Alright, let's see. What kind of trap did he really set? Other than a death trap, of course. Huh? Oh, I didn't even read that. Probably should have. So we're switching to poison. Poison's at the break room. Panel. So probably wasn't tired because I didn't know. Let it go. So back we go. Using this warehouse. Just because of video message. Wait. Alright, we're switching the poison. No, that scene is right there with my things. So. Place that break room. Oh, there we go. So, how do you support this here? Grab his left hand. His whole body wasn't tied up, right? So, okay. Right on his right hand. Wrath, and stock 4. Inside the break room was fire mass. And then there's still kind of stock involved, so keep out the knife up. So not a concussion. There we go, last stock. Switching to poison, he went back to the aluminum seal to remove it, and inside its fridge was actual poison.
Here's everything that happened in this case. The person who actually arranged this incident was the victim, Nagito Komaeda.
That's how you pronounce his last name. I thought I was doing it wrong.
He kept a specific item inside his cottage that he needed for his plan, Monokuma's special poison, which he brought with him from the Octagon. Using the gloves and gas mask that he got from the military base, Nagito swapped the contents of a fire grenade he took from the plushie factory break room with that poison. When he did that, a specific item was left as evidence, the blue aluminum seal on the grenade. With that, Nagito finished making the poisoned fire grenade, took it with him to the factory,
And put it with the other fire grenades.
and put it back with the rest of the grenades in the break room. The next morning, Nagito appeared before us and declared that he hid a bomb somewhere. While we were looking for the bomb, that's when Nagito headed over to the goods warehouse.
That's when he started setting up his plan.
In order to set up a fire, Nagito arranged the Monokuma panels in a line going from the door to the curtain and placed an oil lighter in front of it. From there, Nagito set his insane plan in motion.
And an insane plan it was.
First, he hung the spear that he took from Nezumi Castle from the ceiling girder by its cord. Then he tied his arms and legs at the back of the warehouse with rope. However, he burnt off the rope on his right arm beforehand.
So he'd have one arm free.
In doing so, he made sure that only his right hand was free, while his remaining arm and legs were tied up. As he gripped the tip of the rope hanging over the ceiling girder with his left hand, he lay down face up, just beneath the dangling spear. But this was just the beginning of Nagito's plan. And then, he did something no one could have predicted.
He started being a crazy person.
First, he covered his mouth with duct tape, and after making sure he was unable to scream,
What am I talking about? He was always crazy. That's when he did something unthinkable. Started hurting
he
himself.
stabbed himself with the knife multiple times in his left arm and in both of his thighs.
He's a crazy person.
Finally,
Then he stabbed it in his right hand and yanked it out.
He propped the knife on the plushie and slammed his right hand onto the blade.
Good lord.
He didn't just want us to think he was tied up. He also wanted us to think he'd been tortured.
By himself?
Through all this, Nagito never let go of the spear.
Gosh dang, he has some resilience.
His plan still wasn't over. In fact, it was just about to begin. Meanwhile, we finally arrived at the plushie factory and found Nagito's message. After seeing his message, we instantly made our way to the warehouse. But that was part of Nagito's plan.
Yup.
We opened the door to the warehouse, which inadvertently started the Monokuma panel domino effect.
Set everything on
Panels
fire.
fell one after another until they reached the lighter, tipped it over, and ignited the curtain. Shocked by the sudden fire, we rushed to the factory's break room to obtain some fire-extinguishing grenades. We then aimed for the fire's origin point, which was the curtain, and unloaded the entire supply. It never occurred to us that one of those grenades was the poison grenade that Nagito had prepared. The poison sank to the floor, instantly vaporizing due to the intense heat, and spread everywhere.
That killed him.
The poison gas quickly drifted to the curtain at the back of the warehouse, where Nagito was. Also, Monokuma's poison has a unique quality in which it becomes heavier than air when vaporized. That poison gas completely surrounded the area where Nagito lay face up on the floor. There, Nagito inhaled the poison, and if it didn't instantly kill him, he certainly lost consciousness.
That's what caused him to let go. And
Which caused him to let go of the rope in his left hand, and the falling spear plunged into his stomach.
and his eyes were open because it woke him up again.
This is all the information related to Nagito's plan. His true intention was to set one of us up as the killer. At this time, we still don't know who the killer is, because the killer wasn't aware they killed someone. Try as we might, we cannot reach that truth. That was Nagito's trap.
And his trap was a success.
In conclusion, the fact that we can't determine the killer's identity
means we're pretty much screwed.
This should be the truth behind Nagito's trap.
How about it, Chiaki? Will that help you figure out who the killer is?
Chiaki?
Chiaki?
Just as I thought. It's impossible, isn't it?
You say we just have to vote for someone?
What Hajime said is probably true. That's part of the reason why I thought it was a little strange. Did Nagito really not care who the killer was?
Huh?
He said this to us earlier.
It's going to be fine. I'm pretty sure everything will work out in the end. After all, there's no way Hope can lose. Absolute hope I can break through any despair. I can never lose in a place like this. Not only that, I believe in you. I believe in the time we spent together.
That feeling of belief is at the heart of his trick. He believed we'd notice the fire grenades. He believed we'd try to extinguish the flames. And he believed we'd fall into his trap.
Which we ultimately did.
By believing in us, Nagito was able to put his life-threatening plan into effect.
What do you mean, believe?
And what's wrong with that?
There's one more thing, remember? Something that Nagito believed in from the bottom of his heart. I want you to try to remember what that is.
Believed in? Hajime, obviously. No, just talent.
I see! Nagito believed in his talent as the ultimate lucky student.
After all the time spent together, I believe in you guys. And more than anything, I believe in my ultimate luck. So it's definitely going to be alright.
I guess the last thing he could believe in was his own talent.
That's not so strange, really. Most of us here have been relying on the same thing.
But, in his case, it was pretty remarkable, wasn't it? It almost seemed like he had blind faith in it.
You're right. The same thing happened when he cleared the final dead room at the funhouse.
It wasn't life-threatening at all. It was just a little escape game and Russian roulette. Russian roulette? This game where you load one bullet into a gun, spin the cylinder, point it towards you, and pull the trigger. He really did it. Ah, so that's how you're supposed to play. It would have been fine if I only took a bullet. Guess he just wanted me to sit. Huh? I misunderstood that I could take one bullet out of the cylinder, so that's how I did it. Heck, he only had one such chance of surviving. But I'm still alive after all. The only good thing about me is how lucky I am. And he did the same thing when the first killing happened in the old building at the hotel. He depended on his luck because he able to get cleaning duty just as he wanted. That's right, I just trust somebody like I trust to be picked or clean dude. You just relied on your luck? It's not just luck, it's my talent is trash, and I'm still the ultimate lucky student, you know. Huh? Love with the red mark? For someone called the ultimate lucky student, you don't seem very lucky right now. At the time, Hadri said I wasn't lucky, but it's actually quite the opposite. I was lucky. That's why I got picked for clean duty just like I wanted.
But his luck doesn't have anything to do with the case this time, right?
I just thought it was strange that it doesn't connect to anything. He factored in his belief in us. But for some reason, he didn't factor in his own luck. No, there's no way. I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about.
What did he do?
You know, he wasn't just after anybody. He probably had a target. A target he was aiming for all along. A person to set up as the killer.
If he went this far, I'm pretty sure he had a target in
A
mind.
target? Who?
Who do you think he was talking
The
about?
target's true identity. Even Nagito didn't know it. That's why he relied on being the ultimate lucky student and incorporated that luck into his plan. As long as he had his luck, he believed the target he was after would pick up the fire grenade.
You mean he left his plan to luck?
What else would he leave it to?
He risked his life for that?
He probably risked his life just so his ultimate luck could decide this.
Who is it? Who's the target Nagito was after?
You know, that's for sure to know the answers.
I see!
What was that? Oh.
That's it. The traitor. Nagito was after the traitor, huh?
Then he relied on his luck to weed out the traitor?
That's exactly it.
Nagito didn't know who the traitor was until the very end. All he could do was rely on his own luck.
Then what he said in his video message.
It won't work with just any student handbook. If you want to disarm that bomb, you have to use the traitor student handbook. To be honest, I found out who the traitor was after secretly monitoring everyone's activity. I was a little annoyed they never came forward.
So he was just bluffing.
That's probably true. By that point, his plan should have already been in motion.
Nagi said at the beginning, his purpose was to weed out the traitor. If we just believed in what Nagito said, we would have reached the answer much quicker. The reason this took so damn long was really because he didn't believe in
But if
him.
he just wanted to out the traitor, he didn't have to go this far and make that person the killer. Damn it! We're all in a huge bind because of that!
It means he wants us to beat the traitor.
By finding out who the traitor is, our hopes will shine even brighter by overcoming that despair. That's something he'd say.
And it would be.
Mon ami, it looks like you've got something you want to say. But you better just keep your mouth shut.
And that concludes my argument. Nagito's plan was to make the traitor kill him. What are you gonna do? Are you guys gonna believe me?
Relied on his luck to aim for a target, but he didn't even know he was aiming for. Let's wait till and believe what actually have happened.
The only thing we can do is believe.
If we don't, then we'd just be relying on our luck when we cast our vote.
But even if we do believe, what should we do? I mean, if we don't know who the target is, there's no way we can even vote.
You are absolutely right. It is hard to think the traitor would reveal themselves now.
If, by chance, the traitor revealed themselves during that bomb scare, what would have happened?
It might have been a whole different plan.
Would it have stopped Nagito from acting so reckless?
Huh?
But they couldn't help it. Even if they wanted to reveal themselves, they couldn't do it
What are you talking about?
because they weren't created to do that.
Chiaki?
Chiaki?
Same.
What's wrong, Chiaki? Get a hold of yourself!
No.
That's why I want you guys to guess.
No!
You want us to guess?
Gosh dang it,
Yeah.
no!
I want you to guess.
What? What does that mean?
Who do you think it is, Hajime?
Please don't tell me I'm right.
Who do you think the Future Foundation sent to infiltrate your group as the traitor?
Why?
A traitor who's not allowed to think that they're different from everyone else.
No.
Why?
A traitor who can only interact with everyone as a traitor.
No.
Why?
Because that's the nature of their existence. They can only exist as a traitor.
Seriously, why?
Who do you think is the traitor?
Chiaki.
Hajime, please.
No! No!
It's... you?
No!
Chiaki, you're the traitor?
Please!
No!
Hold on!
Please, God! Gosh dang it, tell me I'm right! Chiaki!
Aw, you totally guessed right.
No! Why? No!
Just as expected. Yep, you're correct. I'm the traitor.
Frick!
The agent sent by the Future Foundation to hide among you all is me.
Why? Chiaki, why? Damn it! Why? This nonsense is why? Why does this make sense?
Hey, Chiaki. Are you being serious right now?
Chiaki is the traitor? That is a lie, right? Surely you must be joking.
Shaking so much right now.
I'm sorry. It's the truth.
Hey, what are you saying sorry for?
And I'm sorry too. I really am.
What does this mean? You... Up till now... You've been tricking us?
What? We were not tricked! After all, we have been working together all this time! We have been helping each other all this time! Chiaki, being a traitor, being a member of that horrifying Future Foundation, that is obviously a lie!
Please, wait! The Future Foundation isn't what you think it is!
Then what is it? Spill it!
Shut the fuck up! We're talking to Chiaki!
No, I have nothing more to say.
Why?
Because we already know the killer's true identity.
Oh, come on!
So the only thing left to do is vote.
They want me to...
Hold on! We're not satisfied yet!
If you say you are the traitor, please provide an explanation that will help us understand. We cannot vote until we are satisfied. That is what you said earlier, Chiaki.
Hey, if you're really the traitor, why'd you wait till now to reveal yourself?
It's weird, isn't it? Waiting until right now to out yourself.
It's definitely strange, right? Or rather, why was I able to do that? Maybe... I wanted to protect everyone, no matter the cost.
Even if it meant...
Hey, Hajime. Can you do me a small favor?
Favor? Me?
I want you to prove to them that I'm the traitor.
I don't want to do that either!
What? What are you saying? Why do I have to do that?
I want to explain everything to you guys, but... as I expected, that's rather difficult. That's why... the only thing I can do is plead with you. I want you to do it. I believe you can prove it.
Whether I can prove it or not, that's not the problem. Don't you understand? You may as well be asking me to kill you.
I don't want to kill you, dude!
There's no way I can do that.
I'm very sorry, but this is the only way. So please.
Why does this game always find ways to break my heart?
Looks like we gotta do what we can. It's not like I believe she's the traitor. There's just no way we can ignore this without confirming it.
If she was just disguised or something, this would have been a heck of a lot easier for us to understand, but...
She's not disguised at all, 'cause Chiaki isn't the traitor.
Monami?
Too bad. I'm not part of the same group as that girl.
Then why do you keep bringing up the Future Foundation as if you are?
I don't know anything about that girl at all.
Hey, are you trying to cover for her like that? You suck!
I've always been alone. I have no friends anywhere. That's why I have no relation to Chiaki whatsoever.
Hajime, you're going to listen to my request, right?
Damn it.
Chiaki isn't my friend. I hate Chiaki so much.
Then you're soulless. Monami and Chiaki's relationship pretty near here. Is that the only way?
Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along. I won't let you. Let's all get along. Burst open and mix. I can't lose. Hajime, you stupid face! I won't let you! Burst open and mix! I'll lower your grades! Disappear! Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along! I'll lower your grades! Hajime, you stupid face! Let's all get along! I won't let you! Chiaki and I aren't best friends!
Monomi's notebook proves everything.
This is the end! When we investigated Nagito's cottage, I discovered a notebook with the new Sami logo on it. That's your notebook, right? The one Nagito stole from you.
I don't know. I don't know.
Whose house could it be?
Don't tell me. Is that where the traitor's true identity is written?
That's right! Since I knew something like this would happen, I made sure to bring it here today.
So sudden?
Give me that notebook!
Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for that first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2, Bianca is the leader. A lot of things happening, so everyone's tired.
What is this? Is this Monomi's diary?
Is the traitor's identity written in here?
Nagito was probably looking for that too. So that might be why he stole the notebook. But you wouldn't know who the traitor is just by reading this notebook. Of course, Nagito wouldn't know either. However, it's different for me.
You know?
It took me this long, but I finally understand.
No, the truth doesn't matter, the moment I found this notebook. Just I wanted to turn my eyes to the truth it contains. And now I clearly know. I can't help but know.
First of all, this isn't Monomi's diary. Apparently she can't write.
Then the one who wrote this is...
Someone connected to Monomi. Meaning, it's not a mistake to think that the traitor wrote it.
If so, is this like a report that the traitor was sending to Monomi?
Is it evidence that they were observing our actions and reporting to Monomi?
But how would you know who the traitor is from that?
Because there's an entry written in here that only me and one other person would know.
The top says in that entry was the final dead room.
In the notebook, there was a specific entry.
Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go to the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because nobody believes him.
There it is. It's true. I tried to go inside the final dead room, but the only one who knew that
was Chiaki herself. Life-threatening game here. I'll be able to go to that octagon place, right? That's what the exit should be. I did, I finally did. I figured out where the exit is. I can get out. This I can finally get out. I can't do that. You shouldn't go in there. You won't find what you're looking for.
That's right. The only person who knew that is Chiaki. That's why Chiaki is the only person who could have possibly written about this.
There must be some mistake. I mean, if Chiaki is the traitor, what was all that time we spent with her? Was that all a lie too?
Miss Sonia.
This is horrible.
Chiaki is... She is being controlled by Monokuma. That is why we should help her.
I'm not satisfied either. I mean, if you were the traitor, there's no way you do something so stupid when we found the bomb.
Yeah, that's true. Why didn't the student handbook go off? Or the bombs went off when... Like, why didn't they deactivate when you swiped your handbook? Please do be fighting over something like this. So, no expression on her face, Chiaki walked over to the boss without saying a word. Took her handbook out of her pocket. And without hesitating, swiped the card reader. Looks like it was wrong.
Now that you mention it, Chiaki immediately went to the card reader with her handbook.
She tested it out right away after being told it would only react to the traitor's handbook.
That doesn't make any sense. A traitor would be more cautious than that.
Chiaki probably knew the bomb was a fake. That's why she also knew Nagito's trap was a bluff.
She knew? That is a mistake! That must be a mistake! Why are you saying such things? Do you really want Chiaki to be the traitor?
No, I don't!
Of course not!
I will not believe it! I refuse to believe Chiaki is a traitor! There is just no way!
I don't want to believe it either. I don't want to believe.
But then nobody will be saved!
Why?
Chiaki is not the traitor!
when we were trying to turn off the bomb, didn't Chiaki use the card reader right away?
If she's a traitor, she would have been more cautious.
There's no way Chiaki would have known if that bomb was fake or not. The only person who knew it was a fake was me when I tried to detonate it.
Nope, that's not it. That's not it. Sonia shouldn't have been the only one who knew it was a fake. Monami was also there when you found out the bomb at the military base wasn't real. You said so yourself.
Is that true, Miss Sonia?
Chiaki heard about it from Monami. That's why she knew the bomb was a fake.
Since I've been found out, I'll just confess. The reason I couldn't tell anyone I knew the bomb was a fake was because if I had said that, I would have had to explain how I heard about it from Monami.
And that would have given your whole identity away.
I do not want to hear that!
I don't want to hear it either, Sonia, but unfortunately it's the truth.
Enough already. Please do not say another word. I do not want this anymore. I am so very tired of doubting people.
Sonia.
And just because she knew the bomb was a fake does not mean we should decide she is the traitor!
I don't even want to go through this either, but I really don't want to go through all this, but it has to be done.
Even if she knew the bomb was fake, that does not prove Chiaki is the traitor! If that counts as evidence, I should be doubted too! After all, I also knew the bomb was fake!
You're not the only one who knew.
Knowing it was a fake isn't the problem. What matters is who told her. What matters is that she heard about it from Monami.
There was someone other than me and Monami who knew that bomb was fake! That someone is Monokuma! Monokuma said so earlier, correct? He knows everything about this island! Monokuma probably told Chiaki that it was fake beforehand!
No, he didn't!
You're right. Monokuma probably knew the bomb was a fake. But Monokuma shouldn't have told anyone either.
And where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used? I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs, they were all fakes. I know that already, should have said so earlier. Well, I thought I'd kept quiet before shadow that killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Phew, I feel relieved.
That... Monokuma may have just been lying!
No, he won't lie at times like this. You already know that.
Hajime, are you going to believe Monokuma over Chiaki?
That is not what I wanted to do.
That's not it.
It's just, even if Chiaki is the traitor, is it really okay to vote for her? That basically just means we have to believe in Nagito's luck, right?
That's not it.
Are you telling us to trust his luck? Are you telling us to entrust our lives to that bastard?
There's no way I can believe in Nagito.
I'm telling you, that's not it. We shouldn't believe in Monokuma or Nagito. We have to believe in Chiaki.
Huh?
What do you want to do?
It doesn't matter who the traitor is. Even if Chiaki is the traitor, that's not the Chiaki I know.
I know.
I believe in the Chiaki who's been with us this whole time. That Chiaki is saying she wants to protect us with her life. So the only thing we can do is believe her. If we don't, nobody's going to be saved.
Damn it.
Hey, can you listen to me a little? There's nothing to be sad about, you know? 'Cause this is different from what happened before. Unlike before, you guys don't have to stay alive by doubting someone. You guys can stay alive by believing in me.
Good. Why?
Are you telling us to believe in you and sacrifice you? That is just too cruel!
I know.
I'm sorry.
Chiaki!
Monami, I'm sorry too. You're probably gonna get scolded by a lot of different people for this, but still, I want to protect everyone by any means. And I'm happy that I'm able to do that.
My heart hurts right now.
It's not up to me to decide whether that it's right or wrong. However, I believe it's truly amazing that you were able to think like that. We could even call this a miracle.
Hey, what have you two been talking about? Everyone's jaws are dropping, you know?
I know. It's voting time, right?
No!
Hey, Chiaki.
You don't have to worry. Believe in me, and cast your vote.
God damn it! Why did it end up like this?
Why? And this is shorter than the much other class trials. And we're still over an hour long, holy crap. It's not fair. I feel the same as everyone else. There's no way I can agree to this. Emptiness, loneliness, sadness. Most of all, I'm ashamed of my weakness. But even so, I have to move forward. If we believe in the person who's urging us forward, then we have to start walking. Believe with as much hope as possible in what lies ahead. I don't want to do this either. My hands are tied at this point. I'm sorry, Chiaki.
Even so.
Please forgive me. I hate this so much. Even Monokuma's sad. Man, I'm pooped. Let's go and announce the result. The traitor from the Future Foundation, Nagito Komaita's killer is Chiaki Nanami.
Damn it!
Are you serious? That was correct?
Yeah.
The fact that Chiaki was a traitor, the fact that Nagito's crime depended entirely on his luck. Everything was true?
Damn it.
That means that person managed to pull it off.
Congratulations, everyone.
Damn it.
Stupid, we're not celebrating at all.
Damn it!
Chiaki, let me ask you one more time. Are you really part of the Future Foundation? Agent of the organization that brought us to this island. Is that really your true identity?
I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys.
Damn it, Chiaki.
What?
That is...
I cannot believe it, though I do not want to believe it. There's no choice but believe, right?
I'm sorry.
It would have been better if I could have said it sooner, but I couldn't say it no matter what.
'Cause...
I can't betray the Future Foundation. Can't betray.
Well?
Even if you want to fly, you can't, right? Even if you want to swim where you please, you can't, right? It's the same for me. Due to the nature of my existence, I'll never be able to betray the Future Foundation. What the heck? Man, you do something similar. What you did is no different than sharing your secret yourself. You're right.
Why?
I was not gonna be laughing.
Well?
But strangely, I don't have any regrets. In fact, I'm somewhat happy. I was able to think I wanted to protect anyone. That's why I feel proud of my actions. You're still saying that I don't get, but if you ask me anything, you're not gonna answer, right? Like if you ask you why you're in the Future Foundation and stuff.
I'm sorry. That is...
Even if you were a traitor, you never betrayed us. Chiaki, you will always be our friend, even now. We don't blame you for this, that's why you don't need to apologize.
Yeah.
So the traitor's revealed and Chiaki lost. In the end, it all went to Nagito's plan, huh?
Like...
About that, was that really Nagito's goal? Was it really okay to say he was trying to find the killer and eliminate them? If so, wasn't it strange? Strange.
So...
I mean, we nearly lost, right? And if Chiaki hadn't said it, then we definitely would have lost. You raised a good point, that's exactly it. Even though Nagito said he'd beat out the traitor, he never said he would kill the traitor. Huh?
Yes, indeed!
Congratulations, you successfully stopped Nagito's plan. I mean, Nagito's plan was to reveal a traitor. And kill everyone else besides the traitor!
Huh?
Kill everyone else besides the traitor?
Are you serious?
That was Nagito's goal?
Huh?
How do you do something like that? Oh, the foreign plan that only the traitor would survive. Is that person really that twisted?
Nope.
It's okay. Okay, what?
Well?
I mean, it's not just Nagito's fault. If the circumstances had been different, you probably wouldn't have taken things so far.
Chiaki!
You really are a kind-hearted person. You think so? I wonder where you got your personality from.
Perhaps...
Maybe your dad and her big brother, don't you think?
Hey! Come on now!
Hey, don't go talk about your family all of a sudden. That's totally ripping off Zero Zero.
I can't lose!
And I cannot lose to Chiaki. Just like Chiaki and everyone else, even if I know it's a fight I cannot win.
Aiyah!
I must try to retaliate.
Huh?
Retaliate. Whoa!
I We'll no longer let you do as you please.
Monami!
Stupid! Stop! What are you doing?
As they say, we shall die together.
Whoa! But his clone will just come back, won't it? She's self-destructed?
What'd you say?
What's going on?
Huh?
Monokuma, like, died.
No!
I'm not dead. And see? Clone. A new one freaking came out. I mean, I'm sure surprised. Only if I didn't have spare, I would have died.
I can't lose.
Not yet. I'm not done yet. Wait.
If I don't beat you, nobody can live in peace.
Stop it, I say! I'm sorry! I lose! Forgive me!
Another clone's gonna just come up. You can't die.
Hey!
Not yet. Seriously, stop. You don't stop it right now. They're going to be destroyed.
I won't forgive you.
I'm doing this. We will all be destroyed. I will be the one to protect my
I
students.
won't let you.
I will protect them with my life. Money, you.
Hey!
How many you're still there? You might as well come out all at once.
Ooh,
How many?
how exciting.
Not that much. Just around 10 to the 60th power. That's... If you do the math right, that's 1 million. What'd you say?
What?
1 million. 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion, 1 quadrillion. Jump ahead. 10 to the 52 power, 10 to the 56th power, and then 10 to the 60th power. That's 10 to the 60th power.
Hey!
After you're still joking around, they're sure of the quite the daring spirit.
Too bad.
Except I'm not joking. What are you even saying? Like, don't you see that scene? Oh, that's right. While you're doing this, my clones are continuously and endlessly created in the Monaco manufacturing factory.
That's wrong.
Those are just stuffed animals. That's right. I checked them with my own hands. They're just plushies.
Damn it!
You're just bluffing. Monami, finish him off.
Hey!
He's just a plushie. As long as you give it Monokuma's personality, it becomes a fully developed Monokuma. What'd you say? There's no way that's possible. That's not even magic. Magic, huh?
Could it be?
You're going to obtain that much power?
Hey!
Well, if you're not magical sound, then we're all going to be confused. That doesn't mean magic in a technological sense. You don't understand this at all.
Hey!
It's going to tell me they're going to call this magic or something. I don't care how you interpret it. That's a lot of
In the
Monokuma.
end, even if Monami risks her life or does whatever, it doesn't matter to my army of 10 to the power of 60 strong! There's no value in that life you're risking. So how about this? This overwhelming despair! Does it make you dizzy from excitement? What's this?
How many Monamis left to challenge my army of 10 to the 60th power? You don't have to say anything, I know. Let's see, you have 10 more left, right? I know everything! I am the conqueror of the new world!
I can't
I
lose.
mean, I have no chance of winning,
It's okay, Monami. Well,
It's not about giving up, you know.
let's believe in them.
No! Let's believe in everyone and leave the rest to them. But,
Right?
Damn it.
what the hell is going on? I do not know for certain. The only thing I could say is
Please listen!
Monokuma is an enemy of the Future Foundation.
Like,
Does that mean there's another organization that's our enemy besides Future Foundation?
this is
We're
bad.
in the situation because we're caught up in a dispute between those two organizations?
Damn it!
Okay, that's it. Let's leave that talk for later. Because the punishment time is gonna start. Hold on, just a little more. Just a little more time. To wait or not to wait? That is the question, but will cause more despair. That's the real question. If you think about it, you know, right? There's no way I'd wait. But I haven't.
I'm sorry.
And we're gonna save again because we can. Regardless, something else I can say. I'm not allowed to say anything more than I already have. Not that I...
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
Damn it.
Special bleeding
and Monami
service!
too!
Huh?
Why even Monami? It's a 2-for-1 special. I could have killed the thing anytime I wanted to, just not a student. And also, I don't need anybody there to defy me anymore.
Uh-huh.
And also, I remember now. I'm an
Sorry.
only child.
That is...
What is that? It's okay. Even if I'm here, I'd just be a burden anyway. Not just that. I decided to believe in everyone.
You guys... I'm sorry about so many things. I'm sorry for lying to you.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I couldn't protect you to the very end.
Just one last time. Let me say something that makes me sound like a teacher. There's no need to be a hero. You don't have to force yourself just to make people acknowledge you. When you do that, you end up blaming yourself, blaming other people, and feeling jealous of everyone. But still, it doesn't have to be like that. Even if people don't acknowledge you, you just have to be someone that you can be proud of.
Dude, I'm holding back my tears right now. I'm probably gonna turn off this camera and be like, I'm gonna just go cry somewhere.
'Cause you yourself are your biggest supporter. If you can learn to love yourself, that love will continue to support you for the rest of your life. Love, love.
Oh!
Bye, everyone. It's okay. A shining future will always be waiting for you. It's true. It's absolutely true. 'Cause I know.
Bye-bye. Please don't forget about your teacher.
Damn it.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Gonna suck. Game over. Chiaki has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. You too, Monami. Yeah, because there's only 10 Monamis left. Ah, jeez. Good. Rip out the Space Invaders. Whoa. You might want to get out of there. Go! Just go! Run! Oh, that's a large Pac-Man. I know that's Pac-Man because he's a whole, like, a moving mountain. Of course, anyone would know that. Oh! Yeah, he's not gonna let you leave that easily. I know. Oh, that's a rip-off of Tetris. I'm never gonna look at Tetris the same way again after this. And I played Tetris all the time as a kid. Oh god. Dang it, sorry, Monami. Sorry, Chiaki. Bye, old friend. Gosh, dang it. And until the very end, I couldn't look away from Chiaki's final moments. Without realizing it, I had fallen to my knees. A feeling of powerlessness spread throughout my body. It's over. It just had to end. Before I could ask what I needed to ask, before I could say what I needed to say, Chiaki vanished before my eyes. I couldn't even tell her thank you. I had said that she'd been comforted a little, that she was executed as a traitor. Would she have been comforted a little? I don't know. My chest just hurt.
I don't believe
Good
it!
gracious, that was such a big surprise. As for Chiaki, she regularly took on the role of appointment during the class trials. As did Nagito, too.
What?
And not only was she a traitor, she was also Nagito's killer, too.
Phew!
Oh well, don't worry about it. There won't be any more situations where we need to rely on them.
Huh?
Wait, does that mean... Now that annoying rabbit is gone as well, all the obstacles that are keeping us stuck on this island are completely gone.
Hey!
Are you serious? We can really leave this island?
I shall now present!
Yup, congratulations. With this, I shall announce the end of the killing school trip. For you 5 who survived until now, I shall give you the right to graduate.
Whew.
Thank you for all your hard work. Are you really okay with that? What do you mean? There's still 2 days left. You're acting like you usual self, you set it up thinks another killing happens right away.
Yeah.
You're right. Stop, what do you think? What if Mr. Monokuma changes his mind? Also, you said you 5 like you were emphasizing that part. Does that none people matter more than the remaining time? That's why you're saying it's the end already, even though there are still 2 days left, right?
Huh?
It matters. There are 5 people left.
You.
Are you planning to make a volleyball team?
Stupid fool!
You need 6 people for volleyball. Don't stay quiet, say something. What's your actual purpose? You're our enemy and an enemy of Future Foundation, so what's your story then?
Hey,
If the Future Foundation is the world ender, then I will end a new world the Future Foundation has created. Huh?
no.
Well, you just have to look forward to the rest after that countdown ends. That timer has almost reached 0. If it reaches 0, everything will end. The Future Foundation's lame plan beginning with toilet bubbles.
Hey,
And when that time comes, you'll know everything. You'll see all of your questions answered in one go. And then you guys will find out for yourself just how messed up this new world is.
Hey!
A new world? Luke was saying new crap all of a sudden.
Yep.
Just think of the remaining few days, the countdown reaches 0 as a bonus. While you're at it, you should enjoy your life on this tropical island to the fullest. Because once you leave this island, your hopeless lives back home will be waiting for you. Monikuma's boisterous laugh carried on for felt like forever. Our questions, our worried, our sadness were simply ignored. The laughter just kept going. Forever. As for what we did afterwards, honestly didn't matter at all. I returned to my cottage for the time being and fell asleep. Even after I woke up, my will to move my body didn't come back. That's why I didn't look back on everything that happened till now. I didn't think of what was going to happen. I just kept praying nothing else would happen, and burrowed deep in my sheets as if I was trying to. In doing so, somehow trying to endure that long day. And then the sun finally set. The day feels abnormally long and spent at praying that nothing happens, which reminds me I heard Monokuma's announcement. I guess I didn't need it anymore. Is everything really going to end? What is everything anyway? How far? How much is everything? If we leave this island, is everything going to end? There's still so much we don't know. About our school memories, the Future Foundation, Homestuck Academy, and Monokuma's true purpose. Could I really end this and turn our back on all that? And not just that, I'm really leaving them. Where are we going? To Homestuck Academy? That was my last night at Jablock Islands. The place where my worries didn't even matter. Everything was about to end. What the? Wait, there are no days left. Which means it's only a matter of hours now. Hours before everything ends. I feel like I had a fun dream. Somehow. I think it's about my childhood. I was able to face the day with somewhat happier feeling than usual. That's right, it's the last day, according to Monokuma. Suddenly my body shuddered. Right when I opened my eyes, I was gripped by a fear I never felt before. Alright, so if you guys want to see the next episode as soon as possible, please give this video a like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It'll help out a lot, so without any further ado. So, I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!